Hello, my friends. Tuesday night shenanigans. Here we go. I am now inviting my friends to join. We'll see if they'll be interested in joining. Tomorrow morning, I am doing a very interesting video, something I have never done before. I think it'll be good. I'm hoping it's going to be good. It is partly inspired by Marcel's videos. If you guys don't know Marcel Ryan, the revanchist, he makes videos where he reads out, things from the EU. He's going through the Coder comics right now, but he started with the early history with Tales of the Jedi, and then he's moving through the timeline. But he's reading certain pieces, whether it's HoloNet reports or short stories or something like that, something small, but he's still able to tell the general story from, of Tales of the Jedi or of, the Coder games or whatever it may be. So I'm doing something very similar. I'm not telling you what I'm reading. Yes, I'm reading something, but I'm not telling you what it is. You'll have to just see. I think it's pretty cool, though. And I will do something. I'm going to do another video. I don't know if I'm still going to read stuff. We'll see. We'll just see what everybody thinks about it. I think it's a pretty good video, but definitely one of my favorites that I've done. So that'll be up tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's ironic. I was actually reading it, and then I made the video, and then I'm going to go back to reading it after I finish the stream. Hello, Slav. Hello, Titus. But I think it's going to be good. It's going to be a good video. I'm really excited for it. I mean, yes, I will be uploading more. That's kind of the plan, is to upload more videos. I'm trying to be more active on here because Instagram, it's easy to get famous on Instagram. I'm not famous, but, it's easy to get followers on Instagram. Here it's a little different. Is it really going to be good? It is. I think y'all are going to be pleasantly surprised. Dark Nest is Bantha fodder, and I haven't even read it. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't call it Bantha fodder. It's just boring. I think it's boring. I don't think it's that interesting. Facts. I'll have to read Kenobi and see if it's good. I tried reading Kenobi. I was bored out of my mind. And I just moved on. I didn't want to. I was so bored during it. I could not get into it. I read just the first few chapters. I was so bored. I mean, I don't think I've ever been more bored reading a book. What's up, Iron Inquisitor? How are you doing, man? And you guys got this stream invite. Check Discord. And go to the Praxium. You'll find it. I promise you, because all of you guys have Jedi Knight rank on the Discord. I'm hoping Matt will join, but he was unable to join Brennan's stream earlier, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping he'll join just so he can just so I can make Brennan mad. Hello, Iron Inquisitor.
Hello. Yeah, that was awesome. That one night when we had Matt on.
Yeah. Well, I'm not expecting. Well, I don't know. I'd have to email him the invite link and all that crap because he doesn't use anything else other than email.
Yeah, and sometimes he doesn't get back to you right away and might not see it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not emailing him until he pops in and chat and says, yeah, email it to me. And if you guys don't remember, he lives just a few hours from me. He's not very far. I can literally just
Louisiana's just a hop and a skip away from Texas.
Yeah, I can just go. I can. I think it's. I don't remember the highway, but it's a highway, international highway, and international. It's a state-wide highway. I don't remember the name for those kind of highways. Anyway, but yeah, I can just go down the highway and bam, I'll go to his house or wherever he lives. And Matt, whenever I go to your house for the first time, I'm leaking your address. I will tell everybody where you live. I'll tell everyone. But there have been times when he'll be near me and we try and set some up where we can meet, but
Just never works
stuff
out.
happens. Well, he usually comes to my area for work. That's one of the reasons why he comes over here. So, but I don't know. It'd be cool. It'd be cool for him to come and meet up with. We can meet up. It'd be cool if we met up and we could do a live stream, and it'd be a lot of fun. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
That would be so awesome.
Yeah. Well, some interesting. I've actually bought. Okay, I've bought the entire Boba Fett young adult series for like $20. I've bought Coruscant Knights, The Last Jedi, um, and I got the SFBC for Jedi Academy in the mail today.
Ooh.
So
Yeah,
I'm doing good.
yeah, I think I do have all the books with Jack's Haven at home.
Oh, I also ordered Scourge and Honor Among Thieves. Honor Among Thieves is in hardback too, so that's gonna be
You
pretty good.
see, I've just been away from home for so long. I kind of forgot what I specifically have and don't have in my EU collection. That's why I've been hesitant to order like more books of a certain series, like New Jedi Order. Like I don't know which exact New Jedi Order books I have and don't have, so it just kind of makes it hard.
Buy the books on Kindle, and that way you don't have to have it physically, but you can still read it.
Yeah, that's a good option.
I'd say audiobooks for NJO are freaking abridged, so that's not going to work.
Oof.
Because if you're going to read that series, you need to read the whole thing in its entirety. Because you don't want to miss anything. It's great.
Yeah, I need to get my butt moving with the Corellian trilogy still. I'm still on the first book.
It's a good trilogy. Max tried reading it, but she said it was bad. So I don't know why. She said she got bored with it.
She did
That's a
tell me
great
that
trilogy.
she liked like the stuff with like Luke, being Lando's wingmate while he's trying to play Bachelor.
The Library of Congress audiobooks for NJO are not abridged. First of all, those books are part of the Library of Congress. Really? I didn't know that.
Really? Yeah.
They're out there and you can find them. Unless the Library of Congress is like not the actual Library of Congress, but a dude has a YouTube channel where he posts them. Well, send me the link. Send me the link, and I'll play it on stream. Server. Send me the link. You know my Discord. You got my Discord, Slav. Send me the link. And get your ass on stream too while you're at it.
Yes, get on here. We need to add more people.
Seems like the more people I have on here, the more views the stream gets. So get your ass on here. But it's interesting. I now have Zahn's trilogy in hardback. I have Jedi Academy trilogy in hardback. I'm not trying to get like all the books in hardback because that's going to be a pretty penny. Plus, some of them you can't get in hardback without spending hundreds, like Scourge and The Last Jedi and those books. They're just hundreds of dollars. But At least I'm only gonna get the books that at least mean the most to me. So like, I need to get Vector Prime on hardback. I suppose that's it. I have Dark Saber in hardback already. Um,
My friend Queen Declonius, he's getting all that old stuff in hardback. His collection's grown. Well, sorry, my throat's dry. Growing quite well.
he said he DM'd me the audiobooks.
Oh.
Okay, it's on YouTube. Oh shit. Sorry for my language, but oh crap, look at him. He has Vector
Ooh.
Prime. Let's play Vector Prime a little bit. Here, let me share my screen. Share screen. Entire screen. Do I want to do the entire? No, I'm just gonna do a tab. Here we go.
Of the new Jedi Order series, the next era of Star Wars history is about to begin. Here, fantasy and science fiction's most acclaimed authors propel the legendary epic into the next millennium, introducing us to a rich cast of characters that features old favorites, Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and Leia
We'll get on
Organa
with it.
Solo, along with the next generation of Jedi and one, fraying fabric. It was too peaceful out here, surrounded by the vacuum of space and with only the continual hum.
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
I mean, if you guys don't know, this is my favorite Star Wars book, so pretty cool. Let's look at. I mean, I think they have Vector Prime. They have Dark Tide 1 and 2. Looks like they're skipping books though. Edge of Victory is also great. All of these books are great. It's New Jedi Order, but interesting. But yeah, if you guys are interested in New Jedi Order stuff, here we go.
Yeah, NJ was another one of the series that it's kind of odd because some are Legends banner and some aren't, and all these were like ordered off of Amazon because I guess they still had some like old stock.
Yeah.
The Slav man has joined us.
How goes? How goes? Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you.
All right, good. Yeah, they're not going to upload all the books to YouTube, but he does have a file, like linked that I sent you, Lance, where there's like a folder where he has them all, and you can just download them from there, like all the MP3s, all the books.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've already read the whole series, so.
Well, if you ever want to go and re-experiencing it, Lance,
Yep.
go.
There's a good way to do it.
No, I mean like Titus said, they got no sound effects or music, so I mean.
But you don't need that, Lance. You're a big
I guess
boy.
you don't, but it makes it better. It's an audiobook. An audiobook is
believe
basically
it
a movie with no pictures.
Believe it or not, Lance, most audiobooks do not have sound effects or music.
That's lame. Am I the only one that like listens to Star Wars music when I read Star Wars books?
I don't know.
Because I do.
I don't know of anyone else who's done that.
I do. It makes it 10 times better.
Kilometer Morales.
By the way, guys, have you seen my trailer to the Turgle movie?
Oh,
I saw you posted it. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet.
You need to watch it.
It's from Kermit the Swamp Years, though. I know that movie well.
Yeah,
Goggles.
the idea to do that just popped in my head. I was like, hey, why don't I try to integrate that to make a trailer for a Turgle Star Wars story? Turgle Swamp Years.
Goggles was a bitch for real. but he was
Slav, it's not good to talk about your mother like that, bro.
how clever. Where'd you learn that? Middle school? Oh yeah, I forgot you're still there.
Oh, roasted.
Let me get my uh dude, what do I play? I want to play something when I'm on your stream. I need to have like something to
You
do
play
physically.
something inappropriate, I'm gonna ban you forever.
No, I'm not gonna stream it. It's just like I need something for my hands to do when I'm talking. You took it there, Lance.
Anyway, movie. Boy, you know exactly what you were doing. I don't want to hear that. You know
Titus
exactly.
hopping here. I feel
Oh, that's cool.
feel weird in here alone with just Lance and Iron Inquisitor.
Can you just shut up, Slav?
Nah.
I was thinking back to that one night where I think it was you, me, and Jay. We were just kind of screwing around. That was fun.
It's always fun messing with Slav, though, because
Oh yes, always.
great. Titus, get your ass in here so it'll make it better.
He said he was going to join.
Yes, join us.
So, Iron Inquisitor, you're reading Krellin Trilogy. Slav, what are you reading?
Me?
Yes.
I am still reading Moby Dick, but I'm only halfway through.
Oh my gosh. Stop reading that crap and read Star Wars. Jeez.
Yes.
I haven't really been reading anything for the past week.
I should have never
That's
brought
a
up
great
to you Moby Dick, because now you're obsessed with it.
Well, I mean, I was also reading The Orchard Keeper, but I've
The
taken a
what
break from
keeper?
reading in general.
The Orchard Keeper.
Yeah, it's by Cormac McCarthy. It was his first novel.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, and I don't know what book you're talking about.
I know you're not literate. It's fine.
Oh, I'm literate. I just don't read old shit where the author's
Clearly.
probably dead.
Surprisingly enough, McCarthy is still alive. He's like 80-something years old.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah, I thought he sounded like he would be
basically
some
dead.
like old author.
He's basically dead.
That's rude.
I don't care. I'll basically be dead when I'm 80.
I'm playing Spider-Man right now. I have a mod that makes everything black and white, so I'm swinging through a black and white city as a
Nice.
Spider-Man noir.
I just finished. I just uploaded a video that's scheduled for tomorrow morning. Do not miss it.
What's it about?
It's a reading. It's like a narration that it's similar to what Marcel does.
Oh, okay.
Well, like I was reading through a certain Star Wars book, which you guys already know what Star Wars book I'm reading. So anyway, and it was a really cool scene. So I decided, I'm like, why not just make this into a video? So that's what I did.
I want your mic quality be awful, like your top 5 favorite EU books.
It doesn't sound terrible, but like, I mean, you can tell it's a built-in microphone. But it doesn't sound terrible.
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
have a mic, bro. So like, give me a break. Even if I had a mic, it still sound like crap because I have no like. It's a normal bedroom, and I don't have like any padding or anything.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I like collecting EU books. I don't like reading them though, which is really funny. I'll listen to the audiobooks for all of them eventually. YJK Audiobooks is doing a good job. They just released a volume 10 or whatever, like book 10, I guess, of Jedi Apprentice. Everybody go watch that. I'm plugging that for them.
Slav is an entertainer. Yeah, he is an entertainer.
Indeed.
Who said that?
Brennan did.
Brandy. How you doing, Brandy?
Can't wait for your fin lines. Good luck, because I don't even know when I'm going to record those because there's a bunch of yelling involved, and I really cannot yell. I can't yell where I'm at. So, yeah. Slav, you really tired right now? Yeah, he's a wussy.
Tired. My parents are here for the 2 nights a week they're here. So I gotta be quiet.
You have parents?
Yeah, I do.
I thought you were like 40 years old. I thought they were long dead.
Oh, you thought I was Fat Wilkins' age? I wish.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I don't want to ever be his age. I love Matt, but he's climbing
Well,
up
Matt
there.
made it worse for himself because he decided to have 2 sets of twins at that age. So
Yeah, I don't know if I want that. If I was like, it's like Christopher Nolan has like 4 kids. If I was that rich, I'd consider it. But I
look,
don't,
I'd rather him be old than a bad dad. So
well, I'm just like, I don't know if I can put all my love into 4 kids. I don't know if I have that in me. You know?
well, apparently he does.
No, I mean that's cool. It's crazy though. He must have a really good job to afford like to have 4 kids. Dear Lord.
Well, here's what I try to. Okay, he started his reread like 2022, was it, or 2021? I don't remember. Late 2021, I think.
That sounds about right.
Now he's on. He just finished. He's about to finish Callisto trilogy, or at least what. No, he's actually on Young Jedi Knights because he told us yesterday after the. Well, I hope he doesn't care if I say this, but after the stream ended yesterday, he told us he was on Young Jedi Knights right now.
Yeah,
He said he's finishing up with it, so he's about to start New Jedi Order. So he's read like most of the expanded universe in a span of a year and a half, maybe 2 years.
Man,
So
you know,
it's
I
like-
remember back in the day when he started his review series, and that it seems like it took forever.
Yeah, well, what I don't understand is how is he doing that? Making videos, having a full-time job, and 4 kids all at the same time. How is he doing it? How does he have any time to read books? That's what I don't get. It's very interesting.
When he said he wasn't listening to the audiobooks, I thought that was crazy. I thought he was using them. Yeah, I don't know. I guess he's a fast reader, I guess. But then again, it's not like Star Wars books are hard to read.
Yeah, they're not. They're very simple. Except like Barbara Hambley's book. I mean, it wasn't hard to read, but like I think she her syntax and diction in that is just like complex for no reason.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's no wonder the writing sort of fell a little bit off to me.
I mean, I understood what was going on. It was just like
Yeah, same.
a struggle at times because it's like she took a whole page just to explain Luke walking. I mean, I don't get why authors do that.
What do you mean?
It's just like you, Slaw, because you took like a whole page to explain that Shock 2 is hiding.
That's
Oh,
not what I
shit.
did. That's an actual lie. That's not what I did.
It's literally what you did. I've read your little.
Do you know how
short story.
long it took me to describe that she was hiding? It took me 2 sentences to say that.
Yeah, after going through a bunch of bullcrap just to lead up to that, like, oh, she's hiding.
Do you know why I did that?
I don't care because
I was setting up for other things.
you like
in the story.
wasting my time.
No, I was setting up for other things in the story. When it's over, you'll see why those setups have payoffs. Because that's what good writers do. So Lance, now you've made it awkward. Now you made it awkward, Lance.
I don't care.
Congratulations.
Scott Johnson has theorized that Matt just skims some stuff. Matt has mentioned he used to teach fast reading before.
Is he speed reading the EU? Oh, should just say that.
That would actually make sense because his latest, or one of his latest videos he reviews a short story.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think the name of it is Shades of Grey, But then he starts talking about a completely different short story that takes place years before then. Because I think Noah commented on that, and he's like, "This is a completely different short story. What are you doing, Matt? What are you talking about?" It
No,
was.
it's
I think it's his
funny.
Jedi Academy Leviathan review that he did a few days ago.
Yeah, it's I was gonna sit here and be like, it's like him. I don't know. Where's I going with that?
Yeah, I have no idea, Slav. I
Forgive
think
me.
you are tired, man.
Probably.
Slav story is amazing.
Well, okay. So here's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that I can imagine for the prequel era of the E, which I know he despises, he just reads the back of the books. He doesn't even read the books.
Probably.
That's what I'm gonna do for NJO, Lance. I'm just gonna read the back of the books and then just said, "Oh yeah, I read it. It's cool."
But you didn't read it, so shut up.
Just read the Wookiee synopsis.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, Jason. Oh yeah, he's cool, man.
Yeah, indeed he is. Daddy Jason.
Titus, where'd you go, fool? Are you gonna join or not?
Get your butt on here, boy.
He's a wussy. Speaking of Scott Johnson, where is he? He needs to get on here.
Who? Oh yeah.
Scott.
He actually he comments on my tweets sometimes. Apparently there was a snake in his shower one time.
Oh, yeah, I saw that the other day.
Yeah, but I kind of regret it because there's really not much more you can do other than changing that to a different picture or whatever else. Kind of lame.
Do I still have the Force Unleashed on my computer?
Isn't that your favorite game, Slav? Right, Slav? Right?
No. Although I like the PS2 version.
Scott's a great guy. Yeah, he is. He's very
PS2 version was the first version of the game I played.
You know who I haven't had on a stream in forever? Chris Nelson.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I've not had it. I have
Yeah,
not had him
yeah.
forever.
I can barely remember the last time you had him on.
Hello, Blue Pig. Extra guests, though. You get 10 guests instead of 6. I've had a bunch of streams where I had like 8 people, but could only put 6 folks on. Yeah, I guess that's true. But like, nobody else wants to join. Actually, I should probably send you. I don't know if you want to join, Brennan, but I'll send you the invite link.
I don't have Brennan on.
Brennan's not in the Discord, so
Brandy.
yeah, you can't get the link. He has 5 children. I know, like 5 children.
Oh my!
Catholic? Is he Catholic? Like Matt Wilkins?
Okay, first of all, Matt Wilkins is a Calvinist. He's not Catholic. He's
Oh,
not even close.
oh, he's not. He's a Calvin.
He's
What the hell even is that?
He's not. A Calvinist is a heretic. That's what a Calvinist is. A Calvinist, I'm not explaining. It's a theological belief that is completely opposed to Catholicism. He's a Presbyterian, and they typically believe in Calvinism. Anyway, he's not Catholic, and I don't know about hell's his name, Chris Nelson. I'm a okay. That's like asking if I'm right or wrong. Catholics are right, Lutherans are wrong.
I was gonna make a joke about how Catholics have a bunch of kids, but now that doesn't even factor in now.
Okay, who is Tito D? Who are you?
That's Titus.
Yeah, that was my first guess from the
funny, Titus. So funny,
from the Gerald profile pic.
Titus, I hate your guts, bro.
Yeah, you hate my nuts too.
Took forever to get on, man.
Yeah, I know.
He had to go find a little closet.
Brennan's joined too.
Young for real. Brennan's,
What's up,
yeah.
Brett?
Hello, Brennan. Welcome.
The
welcome
lad.
to hell.
It's been a while since I've been on one of your streams, actually. Been like a couple months, I think.
Well, since you have Matt Sniper, text Chris as well and tell him to get his ass on here.
Well, I was just
could
talking
do
with
that,
Chris
but
earlier
I was just
today.
talking to.
I was just talking to Chris earlier today, and he was saying that he's kind of busy. He recently got Imprint, though. He accidentally sold his copy of Imprint and then didn't have a full EU collection. But luckily, he got it back from another UK seller. So
Wait, he accidentally
Well-
sold it? How does that work?
yeah,
Did he
he put a
misplace it or
listing.
something?
Put a listing on eBay, just trying to
Mhm.
gauge if there'd be any interest in the market to gauge how much it would be worth, and it sold within the hour.
Damn.
And he was like, "Well, I wasn't actually trying to sell it." I know who bought it too. I'm good friends with the guy who bought it as well.
Who bought it?
Only Good Games.
That's
He-
interesting.
he's
I
been
know
on
who you're
my
talking
channel.
about.
Yeah, he has 2 copies of Imprint. Only Good Games does now,
Dang.
which is
I'll-
interesting.
He can send one to me.
I already tried to buy the copy off of him, but he wants to have like a reading copy and a display copy. So fair enough.
Hey Titus,
The Lutheran,
What
that
you want?
Lutheran was wrong, Blue Pig, objectively wrong.
if I bought you a copy of Tales from the Clone Wars, would you accept it?
I don't think you had this type of money, Slavi.
I don't.
I have a copy of Tales from the Clone Wars graphic novel.
No. You got the
That's not-
posters too.
That's not what that. That's not what I meant.
I got the posters. I got lucky for only $19.
No. I wasn't talking about Tales from the Clone Wars, the comic. I was talking about the one you can make on Lulu.
Nah, hell no, that's a waste of money.
Oh, okay,
You can't
gotcha.
even get the short stories in color if you select the color option. That's a waste.
Isn't that true blue new EU, Titus?
Yeah, it's true blue. True fucking black and white EU.
Catholicism.
Lance, do you want me to send the stream link to a couple people?
Depends on who you send it to.
Greyholm or Drake.
No, send it to Noah.
I don't want no one here.
Really?
Oh
Good-
man,
good
that
job.
would be something to get Noah on here.
No, I'm gonna.
You want me-
I mean, I've had him. Well, have I had him on? I don't even know if I've had him on my streams before.
I've
But
had Noah on my channel, which I never thought I would, but over the years I've realized that Noah's actually not a bad guy. So, you know,
you just send it to him. I just want to see what he'll do.
really?
Yeah,
All right, I will.
mainly
Hopefully he
because I
doesn't-
want to tell him how much of an idiot he is for ranking me C. He put me as a C
I
on
mean-
his ranking YouTuber. I'm not a C, bro.
I mean, one time you started a argument with him on the stream comments, and you guys were beefing. So I think he did it to play into the joke that like you guys are enemies or something.
We are enemies, right?
I don't know.
Well, that's what. That's how I want you to send it to him. I just want to see what he'll do. Yeah, you're an F tier, Lance. Blue Pig, you're not even a YouTuber, bro. Were you even in that stream?
He is. Blue Pig's got some videos. They're like dual cannon focused. I checked them out, but he also has this amazing like guitar riff that he did. Sounded really good. It was called Hope or something like that. Sounded really nice. So good job.
Oh
Blue
yeah, I
Pig.
saw that one too.
Can you believe it's going to be? No, wait, never mind. I can't say this. It's coming up in about 2 months. I've been collecting the EU for about a year, like full on hard collecting the E EU.
I've been collecting since 2017, so 6 years in for me.
My
Been collecting for a long time, mostly the comics.
Nice. You have
And
it
then I
in like
started.
a comic box?
Oh, what?
You have like a comic box, or is it graphic novels?
It's kind of a mix of both because, when I was still in elementary school, my dad would go to the comic book shop and he'd pick up the next issue of like Knights of the Old Republic or
Oh,
Legacy.
nice. That's awesome.
I've
And I
handled
do
a
have
lot
a
of those.
few of the paperbacks that includes multiple ones together. And then in 2015, I really started to focus on the novels.
I have I've actually handled a lot of those issues in the EU, like the individual issues, the floppies. Because I worked at the comic shop, and they were an operative for operating since the '90s. So a lot of those they had in a warehouse upstairs, the ones that weren't sold over the years, and so they put them back down, of course, when they're worth money. And that was my job to do that for the Star Wars section, and that was a lot of fun and a lot of
It's
really
pretty
cool
cool.
issues.
All right, guys. If you
That's
guys are
awesome.
curious to see like how many books I don't have in the EU,
We
here
don't
here
care.
they are. I'm gonna say them. I don't have Dawn of the Jedi: Enter the Void, Red Harvest, Clone Wars novel, the movie novelization, Wild
Gambit,
Space, No
right?
Prisoners, Gambit, Order 66,
You mean
Force
you mean
Unleashed 2,
Sieging Gambit, as Matt calls it?
yeah, Siege and Gambit, Tales from Jabba's Palace, and that's it. I have everything
Other
else.
than that, you have all the other comics.
These are just novels, Brennan.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, I didn't know.
You got Lance so mad.
No, it's just I mean,
I
I
didn't know,
wish
I
I
didn't know.
had all the comics, but no, I
How
don't.
are you doing on the young readers novels? Because for young readers novels, I'm missing 2 Galaxy of Fear, 3 Rebel Force, and 17 missions books. And other than that, I've got them all so far.
I have
So
all of
I'm
Young
trying
Jedi.
to find these last ones.
I have all of Young Jedi Knights, Junior Jedi Knights, Boba Fett, Last of the Jedi.
Nice.
I have most of Jedi Apprentice, I also have Jedi Prince. I have that as well. I have most of Jedi
Nice.
Apprentice, most of Jedi Quest.
Jedi Quest, yeah. Do you have the hardcover yet? That because a lot of people think the hardcover is just like a reprinting of the first one, but it's its own story. There's
No,
technically 11 Jedi Quest books, if you didn't know.
I don't have it.
I
There's
have
one
that
that's not
Brennan.
numbered. So it takes place before the first one, but it's not got a number, and it's just called Jedi Quest. It's
I
kind of
have
weird.
that one. It's. I remember it. I wish YJK audiobooks would get into those, but I think they're going to do it after Apprentice. But they're halfway through Apprentice, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe I have most EU books. It's gonna, eventually I'm gonna get to a point where I have all of them, and it's gonna be like, well, now what?
It's gonna be sad. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
What's so fun about being an EU fan is collecting it. I mean,
Absolutely.
reading is
Well,
fun, obviously, but collecting it is
you
fun
know,
too.
you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy foreign copies that have different covers to fill that need gap, and then I'm also planning on getting the comics in
Hardcovers.
different formats, so like ELCs and omnibuses and graphic novels to like have it in different formats. That way, I'm still gonna be able to collect the EU. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm
Also,
just gonna
also no,
after
because
the novels, I'm just gonna go on a super hunt for comics, trade paperbacks, omnibuses,
when
epic collections.
when are you gonna go Matt Wilkins, Chris Nelson, and go after the picture books? I have a ways to go on them. I only have like half the picture books in the EU so far. There's a
I don't
ton of
think
them.
I don't think I'll ever go after picture books
What?
or like
Why not?
baby because I don't really care about reading those. I just want to read the big
No,
stuff.
there's some good stories in there. Genuinely good stories. The Adventures of
Oh,
Tebow is genuinely a good story. How the Ewoks saved the trees is super deep lore and super interesting about Ewok mythology it's literally written as Ewok mythology. And then Queen in Disguise is very interesting because it gives characterization to Queen Amidala's bodyguards and gives them all names and shows what the training is like to become a handmaiden. So there's some genuinely really interesting picture books in the expanded universe. Also, Anakin's Fate is an interesting one that talks about a little adventure for Anakin on Tatooine, and it's really good because it's got a lot of foreshadowing about how his fate will eventually be going dark side. So there's a lot of foreshadowing there, and it's really well done. Like I'm really surprised that some of them have a lot of stuff in them. Like I was surprised there was one that was like 40 pages and like 3 paragraphs a page for like Anakin's fate. So like I was surprised. There's some genuinely like um good stuff there. I would definitely recommend hunting for some of it. And then some of it's ridiculous, like Baby Ewok's picnic surprise. Like what new lore does that add? Wicket and Nisa go with a bunch of walklings to have a picnic. You know, that's not the most interesting, right? It's very juvenile. But at the same time, for every Baby Ewok's picnic surprise, there's also The Adventures of Tebow, which is a grisly story about a war with the Duloks. In the end, the villain, Dulok, smashes, it describes how his body smashes off the rocks below and blood goes everywhere in a children's book. So,
I mean,
all
that
that to
sounds
say,
pretty hardcore.
all of that to say, you should check it out. It's
Well, if
pretty
you
fun.
can find me a place where I can buy them, I'll consider it.
Check thrift books usually, and eBay every now and then as well.
You know, I've never bought anything off of eBay, and I don't think I ever will.
Why is that?
Because it's eBay. I don't.
That's
I
like
have
the best
Mercari.
place to
I have
buy stuff.
Mercari. I don't need eBay. I have Mercari.
Honestly,
Mercari's not bad, but eBay's pretty good.
I've gotten a lot of stuff on eBay. For example, I've gotten the Fuzzy is an Ewok, which was a picture book for $15. It's worth like $250. So like you can get some good deals on eBay. I've gotten a lot of my EU stuff there actually. What about you, Slav?
What about me?
Do you use eBay a lot?
Yeah, that's my primary source.
Absolutely.
eBay is where I bought my Star Wars Laserdisc box set.
I bought
Nice.
what was it? I bought Shatterpoint, Kestis Deception, and Jedi Trial.
Sesame?
All in, so yeah, however you pronounce it. I bought it all for $6. Or sorry, $18. My bad. $18. All of them were hardcover.
That's pretty good.
They were all in
Wow.
great condition too.
Nice. What are those? Probably your best eBay deal?
Maybe. Although I will say probably my best find was Open Seasons, maybe for $40. Maybe. No, I think maybe my best one was the Jedi Academy trilogy and the Bantam era hardcover that Bantam did themselves. It wasn't Sci-Fi Book Club. And
Nice.
that one I got. I think they only did it in Europe, and I got that for like essentially $30.
That's pretty good. I got one of my best was the Dawn of the Jedi graphic novels were usually like over $100 because so few were printed because they were only on the market for a couple months due to like the buyout and all that. So I got the first two for like $9 and $8, which was a really good deal considering how they are. I also managed to get a several Star Wars graphic novels for $2 each on eBay with free shipping, like Dark Times and Legacy volumes, which like eBay's pretty good, I think.
Yeah,
also, an underrated place to check for EU books, guys, is the Amazon Marketplace, where they sell used books rather than on the main page where they sell like the new books. I got the last half of Young Jedi Knights, so books 9 or books 8 to 14 for under $25 through Amazon Marketplace. So
What is Amazon Marketplace?
So if you go to Amazon for a listing for something, it'll show you the brand new price, which for some books is like crazy high, or for some books is like a Legends reprint. But if you go to the marketplace, which it'll say check out used options for this amount,
that's what that's called.
and you
I use
click on
that.
that.
Yeah, I use
Yeah,
that.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. That's how I got the Bounty Hunter Wars in hardcover, and they actually had the dust jacket was actually laminated for me, so the dust jacket's like in perfect
Ooh.
condition.
Very cool.
Lance, I love that stream you did like 2 weeks ago.
Which one? I've done a lot.
The Let's Talk Christianity.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
Hold on,
I really need that stream.
I got a question for Titus. Titus, what's your best deal you got on eBay?
On eBay?
Yeah.
I don't recall really. I haven't bought anything EU off eBay on so long.
Yeah, same.
The last thing I bought off eBay, probably my worst financial decision, that 3-pack figure set with Vulture Swan and NJO Luke,
the horniness,
Qui-Gon Jinn. You know how much I dropped on that, man? I dropped $75. That was a terrible decision.
Oh man!
On 3-inch figures.
75?
Yes, man.
Wow.
Did you keep it in box?
Hell no. They're on my shelf, but it's like, I'm never spending $70 on fucking 3-inch figures again.
I feel sad.
I spent like $190 on one 3-inch figure. So I mean, hey,
on Shakti, right?
No. Oh yeah, Shakti. I thought you said Palpatine.
I thought Shakti was like fucking 200.
Yeah, Shakti was up there.
Shakti, that was a weird financial decision, but knowing you, I understood it.
I mean, I had the funds at the time to do that, so I didn't feel bad.
I mean, even back when you told me you were going to do that, I was thinking, like, are you sure?
I mean, it's something I've always wanted, but it also represents something else, which was that short story I was writing.
Yeah,
it's like one of the best things I've ever read, and that's kind of like a physical reminder and representation to finish it, because I've not finished it yet, and just kind of letting it like permeate, or whatever the hell the word is.
Yeah, permeate is a pertinent word to this scenario.
There you go.
What is the rarest item you guys got in your collections?
Fuzzy is an Ewok, which is like worth $250, or Tales from the Clone Wars graphic novel, which was only given out at Star Wars Celebration 2012, I think. I also have the Thrawn trilogy with the Legends banners with the original covers, which Chris Nelson talks about a lot. They were only on the market for 5 months or less.
I picked up Last Command the other day.
Yeah,
the
like
exact copy for $2. That's probably one of them then.
Oh, Brennan, you said with the original covers, right?
Yeah.
And the Legends banner?
Yeah.
I actually have those because I bought them back in 2015.
Back when they came out, nice. Before they switched to the new covers for the Legends.
And I had no idea those were kind of rare.
Yeah, I didn't either until I saw the Expanding Universe post that Chris Nelson made about it.
Christopher Nelson.
In my collection, it's the Jango Fett Open Seasons paperback, which I actually got for like $30.
Pretty good.
Kenobi's Blade and Junior Jedi Knights.
Oh yeah, that took
I guess
me for
nowadays the Dark Empire Epic Collection's actually kind of rare.
Yeah, like $200.
Yeah, I pre-ordered that because I had no other way to get that.
That is true. I have that as well. That is like $400. I've seen it go for, and I bought it.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I
Um,
have.
I had one like that. The New Republic
okay, I take this
Volume 1. The New Republic Volume 1 used to go for over $300. So when I found it for $13 at a comic shop, I freaked out. But then as of like 3 months ago, they must have printed more copies because now it's down to like 30 or 20. I don't understand how it could have come down so much unless they like printed more.
So what was it again?
The New Republic Volume 1.
Maybe, yeah. Um,
I mean, I
Also-
also have the SFBC print for Mercy Kill, which I guess is freaking rare because nobody else. Because someone on Quinlan's Discord was like, "I need it. I need that." I mean, I'm keeping it because I like it.
It's not exactly like. So that is like an OCD thing. He really wants to have all of his books the same size, and he's got like all the others in that era that size, rather than having like a hodgepodge of hardcovers of like different sizes.
Oh God, he'd hate my collection because I have SFBC hardcovers, Del Rey hardcovers,
Yeah.
paperbacks. Some of them have Legends banners. He'd hate my collection. I got all my comics mixed in with the novels. I mean,
that idea gives me OCD, like, or it gives me like traumatization because I must have like uniform shelves. I don't know why it's like weird, but like I have some Legends banner copies, and that makes me want to buy the entire EU with Legends banner copies and without, just so it can all be unified. So clearly, I have a problem, but at least it'll keep the EU.
I do have some.
Like,
I have some OCD in that respect because I just think the Legends banners are so ugly. They just ruin everything. In fact, I bought Dark Journey and the Final Prophecy today without Legends banners because my original copies had them, and I didn't like that.
Wait, did you say
and more so
Dark
with that
Journey,
because that's part of the series?
Did you say Dark Journey and Final Prophecy?
Yeah.
I had those two in Legends banners as well at first, and I had to replace them later on. Those exact two. Those exact
the only
two.
thing, I mean, I have the only New Jedi Order book that I have that has a Legends banner is Final Prophecy. Not Final Prophecy. I just said that. How is it? Force Heretic 3. I think Remnant or whichever one that was.
So
a couple books don't.
I think
the books weren't reprinted with the Legends banner. Medstar 2, Coruscant Knights 3, and there's a couple more I'm missing. I think Black Fleet wasn't reprinted with the Legends banner, and Star Wars Scourge wasn't reprinted with the Legends banner, and for a long time, people believed Luke Skywalker in the Shadows of Mindor was never reprinted with the Legends banner until recently a couple copies surfaced. So it's like very weird. Not every EU novel has a Legends banner copy.
That's
which is
not
kind
true,
of interesting.
Because I used to have Tyrant's Test with the Legends banner.
Okay. Interesting. Let me look that one up.
I don't have it anymore. I've replaced it, but I didn't. I had it with the Legends banner.
I actually, I think
Knight
I remembered
Aaron
something
doesn't
else.
have one.
Yeah, Knight Aaron doesn't have one. I remembered something rare that I do have in my collection. I actually have the Ahsoka's first appearance in comics, or like it was Clone Wars issue 1.
Slaves of the Republic.
Yep,
of course you have that, Slav. Of course you have that.
I also have the first appearance of Thrawn and Mara Jade, so it'd be Heir to the Empire issue 1. I have that.
Did you make sure that's not the 2007 reprint?
Yeah, believe me, I know.
Okay, because I have that, but it's the reprint. So
one of the rarest comics I have is a special edition that's worth like $250 for a single issue. It's Invasion Revelations #1 variant cover for Dark Horse 100 special presentation, which I don't even know what that promotion was. At the bottom, it says one of only 1,000 copies. They only printed 1,000 copies of it, and it has a different cover. So that's like a holy grail, possibly, of my collection. But I always forget it because I hate Invasion. So like, it's an unfortunate holy grail to have. That it's that horrible comic series.
Why does everybody hate Invasion?
Because it has nothing to do
it
with
doesn't
New
fit
Jedi
with
Order.
the New Jedi Order. It's like
Exactly. It ruins
just
Luke's
doesn't fit in
character.
it.
It
Oh.
ruins Luke's character for the time period.
Interesting. I know the artist draws Luke like horribly in those comics.
Also, it introduces a main character we've never seen before and never see again.
That's
Look,
weird.
the only thing Invasion is good for is, if you're supposed to read Vector Prime first, and you get introduced to, of course, a bunch of long technology that you have no idea what it looks like. So Invasion is good because you get to see some of that, like how Phillips work. I remember reading, I understood what they were, but I didn't know what they looked like, how they worked, until I read Invasion and I saw how they worked. But other than that, I mean, that crap is skippable. I mean, you don't.
I'd argue the best thing about Invasion is the cover of issue number 0 that has those Yuzon Vong with amphistaffs and like almost an oil painting charging forward. That is an incredible cover.
Indeed. Also,
you know the one.
What's your favorite? What's your holy grail in your collection, Titus?
I was gonna say that's was it the Clone Wars campaign guide by
Oh, nice one.
Wizards of the Coast. That goes for like $200 some. Beyond that, I don't know what else is Holy Grail.
I only have one Fantasy Flight games and one Wizards of the Coast source book, and only like 6 or 7 West End games. There's so much more to go. I don't get why they're so expensive because I love the RPG source books.
But they're out of print. That's probably why.
Because why?
It's probably just because they're out of print.
And low printing to begin with, because it's kind of a niche market.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank God they're all PDFs online.
Well,
yeah,
some of them have been pulled offline recently. There's an abundance of them, and then because I would look them up because of I looked them up for like my versus videos, right?
Yeah.
And
Lance, could I invite?
They just kind of like pulled a lot of them off. It's weird.
I'm sure they're backed up on the you know what that cannot be mentioned on YouTube.
Titus, are you sure the Bolter Swan 3.75 isn't the rarest thing in your collection?
No. I don't know.
It's his most prized possession, but it's not the rarest.
I forgot who Bolter Swan was.
Did I say her name wrong?
No, I just forgot who she was.
It's a nice night sister you have. There's your profile picture.
You literally
nice bait.
And also, you literally said her name 5 minutes ago when you talked about having her figure.
That is true. But I forgot about her.
She's not important, Lance.
Yeah, she's too glumpy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Lance, why aren't you talking?
Yeah, why aren't you speaking, Lance? Speak your mind.
Because I'm eating Lucky Charms.
Gross.
He's a Lucky Charms fan.
Lucky Charms are... Ugh.
Lance, you're like that little leprechaun on the front. That's what you are to me.
Slob, I hate you.
Okay, I have a full list of books without the Legends banners that my friend's sending me.
Hey, Sloth.
Yeah.
You ever just play Super Mario?
Fuck no.
Super Mario!
Well, I want to play Super Mario.
I'm not a fan of platformers.
I'm playing Mario as we speak.
Are you
what Mario game are you playing, man?
Where this stupid shit is on the Switch, not Odyssey. What is it called? Oh, God.
3D World?
Love.
Deluxe. Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe.
Show us your
Oh,
setup.
yeah.
My setup?
Yes.
No. I mean, I can send you a
What do
picture.
you mean no? Do what I tell you to do.
Do you mean like? Do you want like a picture?
Whatever.
a ton of
Show
awesome.
it to us. I
He
want
has
to
a
see
ton-
what you're working with.
Okay.
He has a ton of awesome Legos, and his EU shelf is impressive.
I think he means
He
like
also
my
has a
computer
ton of
setup.
movies. Your Star Wars EU
Legos
collection is
suck
pretty impressive, dude.
nowadays. Lego Star Wars sucks nowadays.
Well, yeah, because it does a lot of Disney canon sets.
Exactly. I think the only Lego set I'd ever want is the 2011 Millennium Falcon. I think 2011, 2012, 2011, something like that.
Canon
2010.
doesn't
My-
even have that bad of sets, to be honest. The Star Wars Rebel sets are fine.
My favorite set I ever had was the Emperor Palpatine's arrest set. You can actually
Oh,
throw
that's a good
Mace
one.
out the window. It's a great set.
That's my
I know
setup.
it's-
It
Lance.
also comes with Stacey Tin, Agent Kolar, and Kit Fisto minifigures. So it's really
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
So you won't be stuck with the TCW CEC. Is a
TCW
weird
does
design.
not exist.
Oh
What's
my
TCW?
god! Oh my god!
What is that?
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
TCW.
So Lance,
Like,
why did you
like
want to see
who's
my
this
setup?
Dave Filoni guy I keep hearing about?
Lance,
That's why the old Republic only got 5 sets, you bastard.
why did you want to see my computer setup?
I was just curious.
Oh,
You know, wait? You told me that Darth Malgus is a rare figure, right? So
yes.
Super rare minifigure.
damn, I wish I could find him so I could sell him and get rich.
The rarest, I think the rarest
Wait.
Star Wars minifigure is
Revenant.
Goddamn.
Gold C-3PO.
Yeah, that is technically the rarest one.
That
Rather-
and
Okay.
the
There
Boba
might
Fett
be-
from the Cloud City set. The
No,
old
Yeah, the
that's-
Boba
that's-
Fett Cloud City.
Well, that's
and
rare.
Lando.
It's rare,
whole set
but
is just- that
it's
whole
not.
set is just
that's
rare,
that's
Joe.
technically not one of the rarest minifigs.
What about
There's
Best
another-
Spin
Go
Luke?
ahead and go to
Those
eBay
minifigs.
and see if you can find it for
What
$10.
about Best Spin Luke? But
I actually have Bespin Luke, but it's
Exactly.
I was talking more about the New York Comic Con. I love New York Yoda. That's technically one of the rarest ones out there. They only made 250 of those.
I tried playing a Lego game once and couldn't get into it. Personally, never got the Lego hype. I'm gonna try and get the complete saga on here, and I'm gonna live stream it.
Complete.
I'll watch you
Do it,
play
man.
that. I'll watch you play that. That's good stuff right there.
It's a mid game.
In fact, I'm gonna buy
Get
it
the
right
fuck
now.
out of here, Tyler.
I'm gonna get it on Steam.
Lego
Lance, if
Star
you're
Wars
into that-
games. That's
Lance.
me and my sister's childhood right there.
What, Brennan?
Wait, did you say the Skywalker saga or the complete saga?
The complete saga.
bro.
Fuck,
Okay. Okay, good.
yeah,
Lance,
I'm
if
not
you're
playing that
still-
horse ass.
So why
If
is
you
the Skywalker saga so bad, huh?
Open worlds and talking cast.
I'm trolling,
okay.
troll. I hate that game too.
I
I
fell for the
wasted
bait.
I
fell
wasted
for the bait.
$70 on that game. Of course, I
You and me, buddy. You and me. TT Games got us good with that. Greatest prank ever.
I mean, greatest bait.
prank in the video game industry.
So, Lance, the above list
Nope.
that I sent in the private chat, if you're curious, is every EU book that has not been reprinted with the Legends banner. And a couple got debunked, though, that have been printed with a rare amount. So, Luke Skywalker's in the Shadows of Mindor, Cross Current, Millennium Falcon, and Legacy of the Force Fury were long believed to not have Legends banner reprints, but they've since been found or pictured.
Yeah, I used to
Now-
have Legacy of the Force Fury with the Legends banner
With the
and
Legends
Invincible.
It's
I
a
have
rare
Cross
supply.
Current. I have Cross Current with the Legends banner. I have Millennium. Is this the one with no Legends
that-
banner?
That's the rare supply at the bottom.
Okay.
And at the top was the original list, but rare
okay.
supply, the ones in the rare supply have been debunked as they do exist, but in a rare amount or quantity. So
Well,
Knight
that's
Errant,
interesting.
Children of the Jedi, Black Fleet Crisis 1, Black Fleet Crisis 3. So you said you had Shield of Lies, which is the only one that has been printed. Corellian Trilogy Book 1, which Book 2 and 3 have it apparently. Scourge, Legacy of the Force Invincible, Fate of the Jedi Backlash, Fate of the Jedi Vortex, and Conviction. MedStar Jedi Healer, which is the second one, I think. Tales from Jabba's Palace, and then Coruscant Knights books 2 and 3. So it's very odd that a couple haven't actually received Legends Banner reprints, or at least to me,
Okay.
that's interesting.
Go
Let
play
me
some
collector.
I used to. Okay, look. A while back, I bought the entire Legacy of the Force series. All of them had Legends banners, including Invincible. Now I don't have them anymore because I got rid of them today. Now I'm kind
Okay.
of regretting that, but I'm kind of regretting that now that I know they're rare. But
Do you have a photo of that one? I'd love to see it because that one has not been debunked.
I
That one
wish
has
I
not
had
been
a photo.
debunked. So now I can debunk that one. I'll tell Gray Home.
However, I could go to my half price books tomorrow and buy it back because it's not going to be very expensive. I didn't know any of that though, so. But I have Cross Current and Millennium Falcon with the Legends banner still.
Yeah, those were long believed that it was long believed they did not have it, which is interesting. And Shadows of Mindor was another one until Grey Home got a copy. Which he would
So,
shock.
sorry, go ahead.
No. I was done talking.
All I was gonna say was Complete Saga is downloading now. When it finishes, I'm gonna start streaming it.
No.
Lego?
Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga.
Is that the one with all the new stuff in it too?
Brendan, you never had a childhood, did you?
I did, but I skipped a
The
lot of.
Complete Saga was released in like 2006.
Nah, it wasn't 2006. You
Okay.
tripping?
Oh no, they did do a new Complete Saga with all the new movies as well.
Well, yeah,
thought
That's
that-
the Skywalker.
no one cares about that one. We're talking about the Complete
The-
Saga, the classic, the
Well, I
best
didn't-
one.
The
I didn't know
original
if we were-
trilogy
I
came
didn't
out
know
on
if we were about
9/11.
to start streaming some Disney canon Lego game. How was
No,
I
they
supposed to know?
There's the Skywalker
Because
saga.
it's like one of the most popular Star Wars games ever. What is one of the
Yeah.
most popular video games ever?
Did you know
Yeah.
that, Slavic?
No, I did not know that. That is funny though.
You didn't know that Lego Star Wars the original trilogy came out on 9/11.
That's hilarious.
Brennan, I love you, but you've got to play the Complete Saga. Like,
Yes, do it.
Yeah, how are you a Lego fan and you like not into the
I'm
video
Yeah.
games? Like
I'm
that's
not
crazy to me. Like that's
particularly,
one of the reasons why everybody.
particularly a
sense.
Lego fan, actually, as it turns out. I stopped collecting Lego sets, but I don't know. I liked Lego. I liked it when I was little. But I don't know. I like the sets. I collected the magazines. I like the Lego movie they made. The Lego Batman movie was really good. Don't tell me about the sequel. I wish it didn't exist. But
I
I
never
didn't
saw it.
play any.
Gordon Miller
I didn't
didn't write
play any
it, so I
Lego
didn't
video
care.
games. And I've seen the Complete Saga, and my cousins play it. But I don't know. It didn't appeal to me for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe I should play it someday. I know the death sounds are funny and became memes, but I don't know. I guess I didn't have a childhood.
no,
So
you didn't.
I can't believe you didn't experience true blue new EU by playing those.
that's not true new blue EU Slav.
It
But
sure is. It sure fucking is. That's what it is.
yeah, it's technically infinities if you think about it, but
So you've
Each his own.
never played any Lego game like ever?
Lance, we've literally
Never.
been saying this for the past 10 minutes, dog.
It's
I literally-
unbelievable to me.
I literally said that. I also wasn't allowed to play
Bro's
video
not
games.
keeping up.
I wasn't allowed to play video games until I was 11. I started playing mobile games, and then on my 2018. So on my 12th birthday, I got The Force Unleashed, and it blew my mind. I was like, these graphics are crazy. I am playing in the future. It was a mind blowing experience. Since then, I've only played Star Wars EU games. Like, I've not played a single game outside of Star Wars Expanding Universe games. I'm trying to think now. I played a little bit of some God of War game, but
I remember you
other
had
than
pirated
that-
it in Russian or something.
no, I didn't pirate it.
Did you say it was
Um,
like on like a modded PSP or something?
Yeah, modded PSP. You're right.
You
Yeah.
said it was in German or Russian.
No, it was Chinese actually.
Oh
Oh,
god.
really?
Probably even harder to understand actually. It also had FIFA, and every time FIFA would open up, there was just this Chinese voiceover that said a bunch of stuff that I couldn't understand, and then I heard FIFA in there in the sentence. I assume it was like "Welcome to FIFA" or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, no, I like the Star Wars games I've played.
It's me.
Titus.
I'm going to play Mario.
Who's playing Mario?
We talked about Titus playing Mario like an hour ago. Or it feels
Yeah.
like-
Bro's not keeping up.
No, I guess not. Oh, well, at least that. I mean, that confirms Titus had a childhood.
No,
Yeah,
you got no
I
childhood.
did actually. I actually do have an original Nintendo, so I have played the original Mario game on the original Nintendo. And Duck Hunt, it blows my mind that Duck Hunt was a thing like decades ago. Like the technology for that is so super cool.
Indeed.
Also,
Duck Hunt.
Contra. Anyone play Contra on the original Nintendo? That
I've played it
was
before.
so fun.
The oldest
That
was
Nintendo
very
consoles
faint
I
memories.
have, the original Game Boy and the Super Nintendo.
Oh yeah, that's another one. I played this baseball game on the Game Boy. It was really fun as well. And Tetris. Tetris is a classic on the Game Boy. That's fun to play.
You ever play Kirby?
No.
Yeah, I ain't played Kirby. That's my favorite Nintendo.
Oh yeah, I
series.
played Kirby a little bit.
Yeah, Kirby's the GOAT.
Pretty awesome.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Hey, is anyone gonna see a Dial of Destiny in theaters?
No, I hate
Fuck
Indiana
no.
Jones.
Why are we
I've
gonna?
been-
Why would you watch that?
Well, I've been thinking about it, Lance, and like, I want to see Spider Verse and I want to see Transformers. No, but this summer is the first summer that it's felt like movies are back since COVID. Like movies have come out, but like this is like weeks apart, huge blockbusters like summer style. So it feels really nice that like this huge Transformers movie, Spider Verse, and Indiana Jones are all coming out at the same time. However, at the same time, I really don't know if I'm gonna see Indiana Jones in theater because I've heard really bad things about it. I thought the trailers looked pretty good. The meme about Hitler made mistakes was kind of funny, but like, I mean, I thought it was a pretty promising trailer. However, I just am so torn because it got really bad reviews, and I just don't know.
Well,
Look,
it
I mean,
literally
reviews
is.
don't mean anything at this point.
Reviews, sure. I like to make my own opinion for myself.
Lance,
That's why I
or Lance,
like to,
Brendan.
I
Brendan,
like
think
to
about it.
analyze
Think about
I
it
like
this
to
way, Brendan.
analyze the media for myself and use critical thinking to critique a piece of media, whether I like it or not, and hold it to my standards. But at the same time, it does kind of deter me from seeing it in theaters. I want it to be a magical experience that recaptures the magic and charm of the original. And I just don't think it's going to do that. I feel like it's corporate and it'll feel empty and I'll just come out of the theater sad. So I might just wait for it to come out at home. I definitely am going to see it though, because I actually liked Crystal Skull, which is an unpopular opinion.
Like those two movies are the antithesis of what Indiana Jones is supposed to be.
What, Crystal Skull and Dial of Destiny?
Yeah. Like the
I thought
appeal
Shia
of Indiana.
LaBeouf not
The appeal
bad
of
in
Indiana
Crystal-
Jones is that he's a young dude who could like murder people and get away with it and fuck any woman he wants. He's like James Bond. It's like watching an old James Bond movie. Nobody wants to see that. Like I don't go to see Indiana Jones for his character. I go to see Indiana Jones because of his adventures and his youth. Because I identify with that because I'm youthful. older people identify with it because they were once youthful.
I don't know, Slav. You're an old
Slav,
man.
don't you like older women though?
I do. What does that have to do with anything?
Wait, you like older women, Slav? Why?
I like older. They satisfy different needs.
Uh,
He was way too young for that
I mean,
answer.
he's
He was
got
way
a
too
point, though.
young
He's
for
got a
that
point.
answer.
I didn't want to hear that answer actually, Slav. But how much older are we talking? Just so we can be specific.
How old you got?
I
Elderly.
mean, in the coffin, dead
Oh,
yesterday.
That's
Like,
a little bit.
is that
that's a
too
little
old,
bit
Slav?
That's a little bit too old. Yeah.
Like 5 years away from death type old Slav?
No, we
Like
gotta be able to take it.
80s.
Hey,
So,
they
like,
gotta be
are we
able to
talking-
take it. Did you say they gotta be able to take it?
40s,
Like,
Slav?
huh?
Slav, are you just talking about someone in their mid-40s?
No,
Is
no.
that what you're talking
I
about?
like MILFs. Don't get me wrong, but GILFs are pretty
Okay,
cool
so
too.
you're only talking about people in their 30s. That's not that old.
No, Brennan. I like MILFs. I like people younger than MILFs, and I like GILFs as well. They satisfy different
Okay, so
needs.
you just like all
Did you
women
say
of all
dilfs?
ages.
No,
Is that
why
what
would
you're
I?
saying?
Why
So
would I
you're
fu-
gay,
no.
Slav?
Why would I?
Do you know what a gilf is, Lance? Actually, let me not explain that.
No, I don't. I know what a dilf can. Look at Chief talks. Welcome back to my streams, Chief. You have
Hey,
not been
Sheev, how's it
watched.
going?
You
What
came
did she
at
say?
a good time then.
What did she say?
Yeah.
I came in and immediately heard Slav talking about MILFs and GILFs. That tends to
Slav,
happen.
is what
Well, I
you're
mean,
trying
he
to say
was also
just
talking
like
about how much he
women
likes
any
old
age?
women, Chief.
I promise you, Shivi came in at the wrong time. It's not what it looks like.
Slav, are you just trying to say that you like women in general, but you're doing
We were talking
weird-
about Indiana Jones. God damn it.
Well, I think Titus brought it up.
Hey, Titus, I like your Night Sisters PFP. I want to say it again.
Yeah, he's using bait. Bait is bait. Bait.
You mean Jarael, one of the coolest
No,
characters?
don't fall for it,
in
Brennan.
Angels?
No.
I like that, Chief. All right, I'm going to step away so you guys can go to a different topic and I'll stop embarrassing myself. I'm going to go get a piece of pie. I'll be right back.
Stop making a fool of yourself. Stop making an ass of yourself.
Brennan, which
Slav, what kind of porn do you watch?
I have a
Left
question, is
and-
that-
Yes, Iron.
so which
I
of
guess
the
he actually
Black
stepped
Fleet
away.
Crisis books did you say like it was rare to find it with a Legends banner?
So it's rare for the second one. Apparently, the first and third do not have any confirmed editions that have been found yet.
You know, I think one of my copies, because it's weird. When my dad bought them off of Amazon, some of them were like old stock, like from the 90s, so it had
Yeah.
like Bantam stuff
Wow.
on it. I think
Nice.
one of them I got had the Legends banner on it. Don't remember which
I
one.
If it was the second one, that's rare. If it was the first or third, we've never had that documented.
He's back.
Jeeve.
Sheev, how's the YouTube success been going?
Oh,
In
you
fact,
know.
let me go see if I still have those books with me.
I just uploaded my Flash video, so now I have like time to just chill. So I'm just gonna hang out with you guys if that's cool.
Jeeve got famous.
Got famous.
You were born famous.
You think fame is your ally?
Well, you're a lot more famous than what we are, Sheev.
How you guys
Indeed.
doing tonight? Why is everyone muted except for you
Just
two?
totally give me a shout out, by the way.
Who did?
I said you should give me a shout out.
Oh, I will do my best to work that into my schedule.
Well, I've been on your streams before, and that didn't really seem to do anything. So
Oh, well, to be fair, my streams don't even really get that many views relative to my videos.
Yeah, because you rage for like hours about one show, so, which is completely fine with me. I think it's hilarious.
I did 3 Mandalorian streams, and they were each like 5 hours long.
I think your Kenobi videos are still the best ever.
Well, thank you.
Did you delete that? No, okay.
I really liked your video about Werewolf by Night. I thought
Great
you were
stuff.
bang on with all of
Ye-
your points in that video.
Well, thank you. Werewolf by Night's good. Everyone should watch it.
Indeed.
How have you been doing on your EU reading, Sheev? If you're still reading EU, that is.
Slowly, but I did read the Phantom Menace novelization a couple months ago, and I've been very slowly but surely meandering through the Attack of the Clones novelization.
Okay.
Nice. R.A. Salvatore.
Yeah,
How was Phantom Menace novel? Was it good?
it's pretty cool. Yeah, I like it a lot. The prequel novelizations all just expand on those movies brilliantly and like make me appreciate them all that much more. I think that's neat.
Especially Revenge of the Sith, which is pointed out a
Yes.
lot more than the others. But Phantom and Attack of the Clones really are good too. Attack of the Clones really blew me away, I think, with how not talked about it is for all of the extra insights it adds to the film.
It adds so much content that just is not in the movie at all, and it's great.
I think Revenge
For
of the
sure.
Sith kind of is kind of overhyped. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, I like that book.
It's just like the romance between Anakin and Padme. It still makes no actual sense, and even the book kind of acknowledges in a way that it doesn't really make sense.
Well, to be fair, yeah, my one big gripe with that book would be that Padme kind of sucks in it. Like she's really fridged, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hard to explain. You kind of would just have to read it, but like I'm not particularly a fan of the way they handle her. Everything else though is great.
Oh, so you mean she was just
Yeah,
like,
everything else is
crazy.
fine. It just throws me off, especially like towards the beginning when they meet again. It's like Stover spends like a whole while to describe Padme contemplating every like flaw of Anakin, like because every like serious like mental problem, and it's just like she doesn't care because like he's attractive or something. It's just like, bro,
Pretty
what?
much, yeah.
Field of Lies, nice.
Oh,
That's awesome. Field of Lies, rare printing with the Legends banner.
That's so crazy that this is rare because the other two books, those are the stock print, and this is the only one with the Legends banner. That's
Yeah, it's the only one. The other two you got that were stock print is because they never have been printed with the Legends banner, which is just so weird. Interesting.
I've never heard of
that's
Shield
just
of
so
Lies.
cool about all the rare stuff I got.
Yeah.
It's like I never knew that.
Oh, Black Fleet Crisis. Okay. I had never heard of this book because I have not read the Black Fleet Crisis because I'm a normie.
You know, the Black Fleet Crisis really destroys the whole narrative. You know, the EU haters like to throw out the Bantam era. Oh, it's just, you know, all the stories are just New Republic versus Imperial Remnant over and over again. They kept rehashing that.
Yeah.
Well, I'll definitely give them a read. I'm trying to
Nothing to
get
do with
into
it.
that era, basically, like pre New Jedi Order, but post like Thrawn trilogy. Basically, is what I'm trying to get into right now.
It's all bad.
Nice.
Oh,
Every bit of it.
Read it in
Don't-
chronological order.
Don't listen
see, the
to
problem
Thrawn.
is that
Yeah,
I kind of refuse to finish Children of the Jedi. Like, it's just so horrible.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
You know, it's
not-
worth getting through that just to read Darksaber.
Fair.
Because Darksaber was actually pretty good.
You know,
How did you get
guys
through
have a Twitter
iJedi?
user? Oh, I didn't read iJedi. I was never doing these chronologically. I just kind of picked a book and ran with it. I tried to listen to Audible's abridged version of the first book in the Jedi Academy trilogy, but the abridged version of that book is horrible. It's so terribly narrated, and they cut out so much stuff that I could not. It just was not worth the read. I had to like actually read the real book.
YJK audiobooks. They did a unabridged version of all those books if you ever want to go back to them.
Oh, okay, I'll check that out then.
Mm-hmm.
My only problem with their content is that like you can kind of tell that it's read by it's like not a real person reading it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
The way they speak is a bit stilted.
They had an older AI that was like a British dude reading it. It was awful. They thankfully changed it, and they're remastering older books with a newer voice too. So maybe you heard the older one. The new one's a little better.
Fuck, if they need like an actual person to read them, I'll do it.
I've noticed in them some name mispronunciations for characters, which gives away that it's AI. Because you can train it to an extent, but I've heard some mispronunciations in them.
Oh, the abridged audiobook for Jedi Search mispronounced so many basic things like Palpatine instead of Palpatine, things like that. And so it was even harder to like sit through it because like very basic things. And I was like, guys, come on. Palpatine.
I was having to do for the project I'm working on. I was using an AI, and of course, when you hear it, I was learning how to do it. Of course, it won't pronounce things the way they're spelled. So they will, but you know what I mean. So instead of having to write Dagobah normally, I had to write day and then dash
go.
Yeah, I had to do that. And then George saying Dagobah instead of Dagobah was really funny.
Dagobah.
So
your work on that has been really impressive, Slav.
Well, thank you.
I kind of like the way that George mispronounces his own things that he created.
Yeah.
Like every character will pronounce it Tatooine, and then he'll say Tatooine. It's really funny.
His laser sword.
And didn't he call the Gungans the Gungas?
The Goongas.
The Goongas.
Goongas, yeah. George is a funny guy. You couldn't ask for a more wacky personality, I think.
And careful what you're saying about R4. You
Yeah,
get popped on the head real quick.
And he's a genius, but some of the stuff he says is just really funny, really humorous.
He really is like Kanye West. Hey, Titus.
Titus.
You played an entire war.
Man?
Anyway, Titus, you a Goonga.
Goonger.
The Gungas.
The Gongas.
Lance, would you mind if I derailed your stream to start ranting about the Clone Wars?
Oops, coming out of the closet.
Oh.
Around next corner.
For context for that, George actually said that in the audio commentary of the Phantom Menace.
What the fuck?
Gee, you there?
What's going on, Lance?
Yeah, I'm here. I was just looking at my YouTube analytics. Sorry.
you piece of shit.
Fuck you. I was just being
I'm sorry,
honest.
guys. I was counting my wallet, all the money in my wallet over here. My bad.
Yeah, I was picking up all the hundreds that I dropped on the floor and got to a certain point where I just had to start vacuuming them.
I used to use the old rear program, and this is actually how I read Young Jedi Knights. And you could actually have this computer voice read it for you, like almost like an audiobook. And I remember it would mispronounce Jaina Solo's name as Jaina. Said.
I like Jaina.
Read to you by Donald.
How did it pronounce Jason correctly?
Yeah, I think it did.
Cool.
Interesting.
I just always liked the way Jason's name was spelled because, like,
absolutely.
It's not spelled like Jason, but it's still. I don't know. I just like stuff like that when it's like a normal Earth name, but they spell it a different way.
I mean, it's so cool, isn't it? It's like why wouldn't you want your name to be spelled that way? Like, whenever I see the name Jason spelled correctly now, I just think it's an inferior, less cool version.
Because it is, yeah.
Yeah, I like Luke with 2 U's as well.
Yeah. If I name my son Jason, I will spell it that way, and he will hate me for the rest of his life.
What should we name your daughter?
Jaina.
Creative.
Yeah.
Good
See,
one.
because if you name your children Luke and Leia, like if you have twins or whatever, everyone's gonna know that you're a fucking normie. But if you name them Jason and Jaina, only the real ones will know.
Exactly. And if you did name a son Jason, no one's gonna know that it's a weird spelling unless they ask for it. It'll appear normal. but
They'll
under
just
the
assume it's
surface-
spelled the normal way.
Shay,
exactly. And under the surface is a Star Wars nerd lurking. It'll be the perfect cover.
Jason, like my son Jason, will just fucking despise Star Wars with a passion.
I
Yeah.
just picture you.
Well,
like,
I'm never
sitting on
watching
the
those
fan.
fucking movies, Dad.
It's like the end of The Dark Knight Rises when Alfred looks over at Bruce.
Lance.
What?
So Noah texted me back about like being invited to your stream. He woke up really early because well, he has work, I guess, and also he went to bed really late. He was writing a short story, and so he's too tired. But he thanked you for the invite. So there you go.
Thanks me.
Yeah, he said, "Tell him thanks."
You weren't good
I've never
enough.
talked to Noah face to face yet.
my short story was more important than you. Goodbye. So,
well,
Sheev, you wanted to rant about the Clone Wars?
Saga.
Oh,
No,
I was
well,
mostly just
well-
joking, but
Oh,
Yeah, I
Well,
thought you were
first
actually
of all-
legitimately going to do a rant.
I mean, I could, but I don't think I don't think anyone wants that.
well, what if someone mentioned that a show was made that was called Kenobi? What would your reaction to that be?
I'd say that sounds really interesting. I can't wait for it to come out.
Good answer.
Yeah.
so
If they
What's
actually
the-
adapted John Jackson Miller's Kenobi novel when the EU was still official, I think that would have been really cool.
Yeah.
A literal
Hey guys,
Western
I'm in the
Star Wars.
stream. I want to go to bed. I'm tired.
Oh,
Ah,
damn.
love you
Oh,
too,
rats.
Lance.
Plus, for some reason, everybody's voice keeps cutting out every 30 seconds. So
Bad Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
no, I
Literally
got
a
full
skill
bars.
issue.
Just I don't. That's probably bad Wi-Fi. Anyway. All
right.
right, everyone. Thanks for joining. She
Love
thanks for
you.
joining. It's been a while.
for as much as I could.
Hey, Todd, just you want to head into the VC?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm out. Night, everyone.
Night.
Nah.